Hey there everybody, Slowbroguy here, bringing you another Pokemon Wi-Fi battle against a good friend of mine, Zeek. Wait a minute, Slowbroguy? What happened to Upstart DJ? Oh, nothing much, I just killed him is all. Anyway, on to the battle. Alright, Zeek kicks things off with a Frostlass, I kick things off with Swampert. He uses Taunt, and I predict that and use Earthquake. Alright, it does a lot, a little more than half. Then I switch out and go into Manpritty, and he uses Destiny Bond. Next up, I double switch, go back into Swampert. He uses Spikes, and then he taunts me. I use Stealth Rock, and I should have predicted that taunt, but oh well. He uses Destiny Bond, and I use Ice Beam. And, it doesn't do jack shit. He uses Spikes, I use Ice Beam. I probably should have did Earthquake, should have predicted that. He sets up his third layer of spikes. I go Stealth Rock because he didn't taunt me again. Now he uses Destiny Bond and I use Roar. And that brings him into Porygon Z. Next up, he uses Tri-Attack. That does a lot of damage, given Stab, given Adaptability, and probably Choice Specs, judging by the damage. Then he gets a Freeze, but thank God I Unthaw and hit him with an Earthquake. That does half, about, give or take. Get my lefties. He switches out and goes into Absol. And I also switch and go into Rotom. That was a very good switch on his part. But, since I'm faster than I use Will-O-Wisp, and he uses Pursuit. If I hadn't Will-O-Wisped it, that would have definitely killed me, because I'm pretty sure that thing is choice banded. Now, he takes burn damage. I use Sub. He hits me with Pursuit. Kills my Sub. Get my lefties. Then I use Discharge, which, I thought would kill it, but it didn't. He survives like 1 HP, and kills me off with Pursuit. And then the burn will kill him. So it's a double down. Alright, I go in, he goes into Flygon, and I go into Hitmontop. He takes a lot of damage from Spikes, but he gets intimidated, so his attack's down. He uses Outrage, and with the Intimidate, it doesn't do all that much, and I use Rapid Spin to get rid of those Spikes. Next up, I switch into Colossal, because he'll take Outrages all day. Well, okay, not all day, just most of the day. Get my lefties gain. He's still in Outrage mode because he's a furious Flygon. Furious. Urgh! And I use Toxic. Anyway, he gets Toxic, and, he's taking damage. He's confused. Stupid Flygon, stop being confused. You're so cool. Alright, he switches out and goes to Breloom. I predict that, well, kind of predict that, and use Knockoff, because I figured he'd switch, and, yeah. Take that, Breloom. Asshole. Alright, anyway, he uses Spore, puts my Swampert to sleep, and now I switch Pert out and go into Roar! He uses Substitute, because, that's what all Brelums do. He uses Focus Punch. I'm like, I'm a freaking dragon. I can take that. Well, anyway, he's all like, Falcon Punch! And I'm like, ow! Why is that doing so much? Oh, critical hit! The irony! Urgh! And Falcon Punch. I do Outrage just because. Break that sub. Gets rid of that at least. And then Dragonite dies. And yeah, that makes me sad. Next up, I go into Manpritty. And this is a choice scarfed one, by the way. And I use Psychic. And that does a crap ton of damage to Flygon. This is a timid Scarfer, so that's why it didn't die to that. And then I switch out and go into Hitmontop, Intimidate him. I thought I could take the Outrage given the Intimidate, but I don't, and Hitmontop dies. Then Flygon also dies, so it's a double down. He goes into Porygon Z, and I think I go into Manpritty. Yeah, I do. And I use Psychic. And that should take it down because, you know, it's in the red already, so yeah, take that. He goes into Typhlosion. He takes a crap ton of damage from Stealth Rock. I switch out and go into Swampert. He uses Eruption. And given that it's not very effective, I take it like a freaking pro. And he gets his lefties gain. And so do I. Next up, he uses Eruption again, because, why not? It should do me in. Given I'm physically bulky, not specially bulky. He gets his lefties. I go into Colossal. And he uses Eruption again. Whilst I use, I think, Thunder. Pretty sure it's Thunder. Yeah, Thunder. I was hoping for the paralysis hacks here, but I didn't get it. And meh, oh well. It's not a huge deal. He uses Eruption again. He really should have used something other than Eruption here, because it would have probably killed me. I use Knockoff, get rid of his annoying little leftovers, because it shouldn't have it. He uses Hidden Power, which is probably Ice, since most pack that are Hidden Power Grass. I go into Man Pretty and use Psychic. I was a little surprised this killed it, but, well, maybe not too surprised. But anyway, it died, and now he goes into Breloom. Takes Stealth Rock damage. I use Psychic. Should take it down given super effective and stab. Next up, he goes into Frostlass, and that's the game because Stealth Rock kills it. Anyway, good game, Zeek, and I want to give a shout out to my good friend Upstart DJ for all the commentaries done. Anyway, this is Slowbroguy, and see you later for now.